You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
You got a dude that made a podcast. Anybody know when you accuse somebody of something that they was never been charged with, as if they did a crime, you automatically liable. You can't even win that suit. And it's hard. You can't even win that one. It's a certain kind of defamation, right? You got dudes that get on the podcast and accuse a man of a crime that he ain't never been convicted of, right? So now, one particular dude accused my uncle of a crime. Back in the days, a dude accused you of something and they trying to destroy your reputation. You're in front of your kids is watching, and kids see things or whatever. You accusing somebody of doing something they didn't do or whatever it is, whether you think they did it or not. Back in the days, you handle that.
Right.
But nowadays, and especially with people who did 34 years, people trying to come home, people trying to live their life right, we ain't trying to go back to jail. We trying to enjoy life, enjoy our children, our grandchildren. You have to think. Well, dude say, oh man, he put the police on me because the police had to bring a defamation suit to a man's door, right? Because you defamed him and accused him of crimes he didn't commit in front of the world. And now you crying because you getting ready to pay, my man. And then you go on and you make some more stuff recently. And then all he's going to do is add to the lawsuit. And so now he crying as you're taking food out my kid's mouth. What about what you said? You accused this man of three different crimes.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, right, you won't get $1 out of me. You or your uncle won't get $1 out of me. Now, let's break it down to the nitty gritty, right? It's amazing how only in the black community can a nigga come home from jail after selling poison, committing genocide on his own people. And he's supposed to be sorry for the genocide that they committed on their own people, but they wrote a book to brag about it and got a documentary bragging about how y'all destroyed the black families. See, in the mob, remember that mob movie with the Italians? And in the movie, they was having a discussion about selling drugs. And they said, never in our community, we would only sell it to the niggas. See, the Italians love their people enough to make sure that they never push that poison in their community. But the Supreme Team, a whole empire, a movement, all went to jail for committing treason against their own people. And then a nigga comes home from jail and have the black community, only in the black community can a nigga go to jail for infiltrating his own people and pushing poison through his own neighborhoods, and then come home and have the biggest party in the world and be celebrated by his own people for destroying his people. Put it in the comments section. We the only ones that do that. Now, one thing I think you failed to realize, Prince, are you watching me? You see me? Your nephew. I have audio and video interviews that I did with your nephew, recorded conversations that I did with your nephew, you know, Preem's son, admitting to all of this. So when you sitting up there saying a crime that he was never charged with, nigga, that was his mother. On top of the fact that I also have Bimmy now in my corner, thanks to you niggas, to vouch for everything that I said. Everything. Oh, you didn't calculate that, did you? No, you didn't calculate that. Just because Preem wasn't charged, it was put in the book and he didn't sue the nigga that put it in his book. And it was all over the papers. And your nephew, oh, we have a whole conversation we had about what happened to his mother. You know, when you and your uncle outed Little Preem, you know I called him on the phone, right? Did he tell you that? Did he tell you that? And you know what your nephew said to me? Because I was hurting for him. He said, Haas, I don't even know what to feel. I don't even feel any type of way. The nigga ain't never been there for me. This is what your nephew said about his father. He said, I don't even really care about what he said and how he felt about me, him disowning me. He said, the only thing I care about is I don't want to lose the connects I made through my father. And I thought to myself, damn, that little nigga is cold. He is cold. Should I start posting little pieces of the interviews that I did with your nephew? Defamation of character. It came out of your nephew's mouth, my nigga. You think you got my back against the wall, but I promise you something. Y'all won't get $1 out of me. I have nothing in my name. Child support taught me a lesson. I remember when my baby mother told me, because my wife, the one I'm not legally married to, my baby mother said, when you get married, I'm taking half of what she got too. And that taught me a lesson over 20-something years ago. Because my wife makes a lot of bread. You think I make bread? She makes a lot of bread. We're not married on paper, my nigga. You'll never touch $1, a dime out of my money. This is why they got LLCs and corporations. I don't have to post not one post on this YouTube page ever again, my nigga. But just in case y'all do win and you get a judgment against me, you know I got an ace in the hole, right? You know I got an ace in the hole, right? See, I learned from the celebrities. There's something called, never mind. But anyway, black people, we got to stop letting these criminals come home after destroying our community and then rewarding them. You got doctors that saved 100,000 lives. You got construction workers that built 100,000 homes. And then you got niggas that come home from jail after they done massacred and mutilated the black community. And they get a Nobel Peace Prize? This is why, as a people, we are never going to amount to be anything. Good people in urban areas had to live hostage to the dope era and the crack era. They had to be imprisoned by the criminals that the Supreme Team birthed. Y'all think for a single second that I believe that the courts just overturned 7 life sentences for Prince? You really think that I believe that? Something just ain't right. 7 life sentences. He gave back 7 life sentences for the things that the streets know that he really did. Do you know how many niggas are home that beat bodies? Prince, you ain't the only one that been in jail for murder. I've been in jail for murder 3 times, my nigga. I'm out here and you out here. Are we innocent or are we guilty? Don't play mind games with me, my nigga. And just for the record, handling things the way I used to handle things, y'all niggas was only tough in Queens. And as far as WAC 100, putting up the paperwork of one of you and preacher's situation, just one of y'all situation, y'all had allegedly, word on the street, I want to hear from your mouth, because I got niggas calling me from jail, and I'm not saying that it's true. I'm just saying I want to hear it from you. That the altercation between you and preacher, they're saying, I'm not saying it, they're saying, I'm asking you to tell a story, not one of the stories, because it was, from what I understand, I could be wrong, but there was 3 situations. So you put up a paperwork on one situation and you had WAC to do that, declare your name, but it was 3. And from the niggas that's in the penitentiary that was in there, word on the street is a preacher knocked you out, my nigga. I'm not saying it's true. I'm asking you, is it true? It is what it is. You let us know. But you know what? I ain't taking nothing away from you, my nigga. I know you a soldier, but I'm a soldier too. Some of us is a soldier of God, and some of us are soldiers of Satan. Nigga, your whole life you've been doing the devil's work. And me, I'm a reflection or a fraction of the pieces of something, of a family that you niggas broke. You niggas destroyed families. And then y'all walking around like y'all don't stink. I don't care who agree with me or don't agree with me, because they worship you dudes for what y'all did to their own people. You niggas ain't no better than the colonizer. It is what it is, though. Stay tuned for my next live. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. If all you people that smile in my face but talk about me behind my back, your mother.